And if you're not looking at the back of your hair with a mirror before you leave the house, girl, you're probably looking crazy back there. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So get a mirror, look at the back of your hair when you're styling it, and make sure that the back looks right. Because if the back is looking crazy, girl, -5 points. -5 points, okay? So next is body. The less you weigh, the more he'll pay. The less you weigh, the more he'll pay. I think shortly after we got married, and this is something that I haven't talked about, I started noticing like certain things changed with him. And it was 6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter. And I noticed that when I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her? Oh, God. Gosh. So I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was Daddy.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Listen you guys, I wanted to do this video because I was like, how can I direct all the young women that I know to this video, to watch this video, because it has so many lessons, even though it's such a traumatic and horrible story, but there is so much to learn from this story, you guys. So this YouTuber is called the New Trophy Wife, okay, but her channel is called ISIS, ISIS capital letters. Now her content is based on how to become a trophy wife, how to find yourself a rich man, okay. And I will show you some of the things that she says on her videos when she's advising young women on what to do. The thing that is very interesting about all of these influencers when they are talking to girls about getting these rich men, it's always just like surface stuff. You know, you have to have your hair in order, you have to have your nails in order, your whatever, your skin, your you have to be skinny, and you have to go to this place and that place and that place, and you are looking for a rich man. But nobody talks about what else are you looking for in a man besides being rich. Because listen, it's a good thing to have a rich man, okay, and live a comfortable life, but life is more than just money. So what else are you looking for? When he's rich, do we stop there? Once he is rich, do we stop there? Are we looking at any other thing when it comes to his character, his personality, his past, his behavior? Are we looking at anything, or is it just money? Now, this is what happens to this woman. She has this channel. That is what she does. That is what she's known for on the internet. She disappears for like maybe 3 months, and then she comes back with a video to tell a horrible story about this man that she had met and that she thought was her knight in shining armor, and that had rescued her from all of her life's troubles, and she was now living a comfortable life, teaching other women to do the same. She had found her rich man, and she got everything that she wanted, and her kids were getting everything that they wanted. But what she didn't know was that this man was doing horrible things to her 2 kids. She had a 4-year-old little girl and she had a 2-year-old little girl. In the video, she tells a story of how one day she's changing her child and realizes, no, something is not right here. Decided to have a conversation with her little girl. Her little girl tells her that the father had done something to her. They go to the hospital. When they get to the hospital, they decided to do the test on both the kids. She finds out that the man had violated both her kids, both her daughters. Now, she also has boys. On this video, she doesn't mention if the boys were looked at all, but she has 2 older boys and then these 2 little girls that were violated by this man. When I looked at the videos where people are talking about this story, nobody is sure about whether these kids are this man's biological children. But if you look at the timelines of when she got married, they might be his biological children, because one is 2, the other one is 4. Okay. Now she is finding herself in this situation. But let me tell you, like I've mentioned in one video, that there's an interview that Kanye Mbao did on SABC 3. I think it was called Talk with Nolene, but it wasn't Nolene who was doing the interviews. After Nolene, I think it was Annelem Mdoda that was doing the interviews. And Kanye Mbao, basically, Kanye Mbao is about men with money, but there's something that she said, that girls must never think that when they find a man with money, that they are not going to pay for that money somehow, that you pay for it. And I think sometimes girls listen to everything that has to do with finding a man with money, but they don't listen to the fact that nothing is for free, really. You pay for it. So if you're going to want that rich man, sometimes you have to pay with your life. This woman met this man. Within a few months, they were getting married, okay? Now, she says in her video, there are things that happened between her and this man that she should have made different decisions for herself after these things happened. But she thought that it was just something that they could work on. Let me tell you what that thing is. She says that this man, she couldn't even say it. She wrote it as a caption what she was speaking. He asked her 4 times in the first few months of them being together. 4 times. Asked her 4 times. She never reported. She stayed, had kids with this man. She sold her soul. So basically, even if she didn't have kids and nothing had happened to her children, she was paying for that man. She's living, if you look at her video, it's that typical soft life, like influencer soft life stuff. But behind the scenes, she's getting asked by her own husband. And she's not talking about it on her video, because I went and I checked all of her videos. There's no video where she's talking about issues of being asked by your husband. But she's talking about the makeup that you have to get the man. She's talking about the hair that you have to get the man. She's talking about how your body needs to look, how your skin needs to look, all of this and that. But she doesn't tell you that behind the scenes, you might have to live with an artist. Someone that is going to do that to you all the time when they feel like it, because they already are paying you for it. Now that she has found out that this has happened to her children, which is horrible. I do commend her, you guys, for immediately after she found out. Well, that's the story she tells, that after she found out, immediately, that was it. She was looking for a plan to escape that house and immediately left with all of her kids. I commend her for that. But I don't understand how you stay in with somebody that is eyeing you as his wife and think that your children are safe. I feel like there's a part of you that just doesn't want to really look at the truth. Like, the man is eyeing you. Do not think that you need to go away, like rescue your kids before they are even touched by this man. But the most horrible thing happens because this man did it not only to her 4-year-old, but her 2-year-old as well. I do think that they need to get the boys checked, or the boys need to talk to somebody professional just for them to be sure. Okay. Now, this woman has paid the ultimate price. The great thing is that she walked away with her kids, even though her kids are already damaged, but she walked away. But one thing you have to know is that a lot of these women that are in these marriages where the only thing, the ultimate thing that is the most important thing in their life is money, a lot is happening in those households. And children end up being the ones that pay for the glitz and the glam, And they're not going to tell you that story. They're not going to tell you what happens in their bedrooms. They're not going to tell you the secrets that they are keeping after they find out that their children are violated, because some of them, they keep the secret because for them, the most important thing is the life that they are living as the influencers. I have to be able to go on social media and show this and show that. And, my husband, this, my husband, and. But behind the scenes, they are going through something different. So listen, we do want you to go find yourself a rich man, but there are other things you have to look at. You have to look at his part. You can't be like, for an example, if you meet a rich 50-year-old man single, how the hell is he single when all of these women are looking for rich men? Find their ex-wives, find their ex-girlfriends. Look at their criminal history. You do need to do that because you do need to be safe, and your children do need to be safe. So money is not everything, and I feel like South Africa is getting to that point where now our influencers live that life. That is like, so our girls also are watching this, and they're going to feel like that's all that there is to life. It's good to get a rich man because, listen, but there's more. You need to check more things before you get into these relationships. And also, those who have already found the rich man are going through things behind the closed doors, and they are not telling you about it. So you have to measure, am I going to be able to be asked in my own house multiple times whenever he feels like it is aren't me? Am I willing to risk having children with a man that might possibly do that to his own children? Because he feels like, I've given you everything. I've given you everything. What else? What are you asking for? This is a story that happened. Now it's on the internet. I married a monster. She posted that video after she disappeared for like 3 months, because of course, how is she gonna explain to everybody that now she's not living that fleshy life, because that's all that she is about, that is her brand. Now she's not. But not only that, she was violated multiple times. Well, she made a choice to live with that. But the kids, I'm just saying, guys, think about it. Okay, money is good, but dig a little bit. Exes must be contacted. In fact, I must start a company where when people meet people, they come to me, I investigate the person. I can't have you date these men that will be violating you behind closed doors. We want the money, but let's dig. You get. Thank you so much. Please go into the comment section and tell me what you think about this, you guys. Go and watch her video. It's a sad video, you guys. It's a sad video. But I do have moments where I feel like, I wonder, because sometimes it does feel like she's so sad about losing her life. So the video is more about that than it is about the fact that your 2 children were violated. So I don't know if I'm getting it wrong, but I'm not one of those people that if I have anything negative that I feel about a video, I will put it in somebody's comment section. I just think it. Some of you write it, which is not a good thing. So if you go to her video and you watch, make sure that you leave something positive, because think about it. Any woman that has 2 children violated by her own husband and they've just discovered it, that is horrible for anybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before you're going to share it with your friends, with your family, even with strangers.